So kind of the first week of my game development is over. I couldn't do something in 2 days, but that's just fine. So first of all, I started with tutorials on basics about Unity, and that's where I also made a start menu. But I quickly threw it over because it just sucked what I made there. So I looked for 3D graphic materials and tutorials and thought about switching to a 2D game because I thought 3D models would be too time consuming. So then I made a completely new project and started following a tutorial line for the tower defense game. But yeah, I surely changed some things and left some things out because that's not what fits my project. So right now I have nodes, the ground, which you can't really see, but that's the ground. Then 2 different houses and 1 car in it. I also have waypoints for the car to know where it has to go. If we hit play, then you see I have a custom cursor, and up there is just a little button, but that doesn't do anything because I started with doing the overlay, but then I had some ideas on the car movement and the houses, so I stopped that and continued with the ideas. So the problem was that the cars just didn't turn. So I just coded a little bit, but that didn't really work, as you can see here. So I realized that the problem was at the waypoints. They were just in a completely different row where they should have been, and that's why the car just drove anywhere it just wanted to, kind of. So after I fixed that, I had another idea what I'm going to do soon. So the cars are taking a random waypoint and search the way to it, and repeat that until they choose one of the last waypoints, which will be outside here, and then the cars will be destroyed. Also, I have to implement that new cars are spawned during the game played. So yeah, not only at that spot, but probably also there where you always can get in and out. So when playing, you can see that I can just build houses, and if I hover over the nodes then it is red. But as you can see here, there are houses as well, but it's still green. That's why I can't get it working that when a house is built through a game manager or just in Unity, then the node doesn't know that there's a house on it, and that's what I'm working at right now. So creating a game object with build manager just works fine, but setting this game object to the house game object of the node doesn't work yet because I can't get the node and its script, but I think I'm able to access this game object script now by using that part of code. Even I can spawn that house, of which the rotation, orientation, whatever, is pretty weird, but I'm going to take that house out of the game soon, I guess. So now I'm trying to get a list of all nodes which have the tag nodes, so I can just find them by the tag nodes, and I could probably just set it as the object of the node, but that doesn't work so far. So if that doesn't work, I checking if there is any game object with the tag house at the X and Z position of the node. And if that's the case, then the house of the node is going to be set to the game object. Yeah, but basically one of those 2 methods should definitely work. So yeah, that's basically pretty much all I've done so far. So in this first week, I also looked a lot around with 3D modeling because I just don't have the time right now to do those models myself. So right now I'm just gonna take them from the internet, and there are also pretty bad ones. So I had to look a lot around, and that's one of, kind of the bad ones. With lots of other houses I found on the internet, you just can't set the color of certain areas of the house, and which looks pretty weird. If there's just like a little spot of the house with no texture and the rest has a texture, but you can't set it, and yeah, that's why I left some out, and that's why I got that one in here and that one so far. But I'm probably gonna delete that because I mean, you can position it like how you want to. Yeah, so that was it with the first week of my game development. I think for the time that I spent, which wasn't really that much, I think it's fine how much progress I did so far. So there are definitely more devlogs coming soon about that. If you enjoyed it, it would be very nice if you would leave a like. If you didn't like it, then just dislike. Comment for any suggestions or things that I could just make better. And yeah, I'll see you guys soon.